On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go. Strikers, 3-3. Hut, hut.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Thielen going to go in motion right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Pickett now from the gun here. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long for Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down and 6 now. Pickett. Down inside the 10. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin from 19 yards away. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the shotgun, it's Young. That is caught by Thielen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A 1st down throw for Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Pickett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
That swung out wide to Sanders. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Ready?
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. 6-0 our score after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. That is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, 25. Touchdown. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Pickett will try to throw for this. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Ready.
Now a first down throw for Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. As Sanders has it poked free, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The 71 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Pickett will look to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw, Pickett. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Steelers 19, Panthers nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
At their own 7-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.